So hi there everyone. I am back this time again. So for this time we're going for test number three, I guess. I'm not really sure again. So the concept of intelligence, again, pay attention to the question. They are very, very not easy. Because the reason for I'm not saying it's not because it's very not easy. First of all, matching information is not in order. So that means you will have to carefully read every single paragraph, and then just refer to these kinds of to these questions. I mean, they are not really questions; they're statements. They're just sentences. So what you really have to do here is that just because it does not come in order, that means you when you finish reading paragraph A, you will just have to refer to any of these three statements. So other than that, when it comes to yes or no given questions, you just pay attention to that. Look at this. So you have the first part three questions on the top, and you have three part of the questions in the middle, and the very last ones are coming. The very last seven questions are coming at the very end. So that pretty much means I'm quite sure that it will come to the very end. So we have Hamiltonian, Jeffersonian, and Jacksonian, and that pretty much, as I guessed, you have Hamiltonian, Jeffersonian, and you have Jacksonian, and then I would like to name some Jacksonians. A lot of so we have all these kinds of names as well. There you go. Now, scholars may discuss. So just that means if I'm capable of finding these questions, that means this number question number six is going to come somewhere in the top. So, scholars may discuss theories without fully understanding each other. However, I just gotta refer to the very last end sentence. I just because I noticed the word scholars. Until scholars are able to discuss their implicit theories and thus again, so I'm not really sure what is implicit theory. We will see that. And thus, their assumptions, they are likely to miss the point of what others are saying when discussing their. Okay, so they are likely to miss the point of what others are saying, and when discussing their explicit theories of and their data. Scholars may discuss theories without fully understanding each other. That means it's a yes, because if you pay attention to that, without fully understanding is another way of just saying, uh, so without fully understanding means they are likely to miss the point. That's it. Of what others are saying, of course. Of what others are saying. All right, that's it. That's pretty much what you have to know. The key thing here is that uh I'm not really sure that in the real exam, yes or no given questions will come if in passage one. That's very highly not likely that you will experience such these types of questions. But anyway, whatever it is, it's just you will have to know the orders of the questions. And also, one thing we want to know is that you may use any letter more than once. Now, okay, so the Hamiltonian view, which is similar to Platonic view, is that people are born. So again, so which is similar to Platonic view, is that people are born with different levels of intelligence. People are born with different levels of intelligence. That's the first claim that he's trying to make. And what else? And that those who are less intelligent need the good offices of the more intelligent to keep them in line. So less intelligent people need good offices to make the less intelligent people need the chairs or a workplace of the intelligent to keep them to keep them in track. I mean, not really in track, but just not be judgmental. You know, it's like putting them in hierarchy, like putting the elite people on top and the I mean less intellectual people on the bottom. Whether they're called governmental officials or, in Plato's term, philosopher's king. Herrnstein and Murray, they really don't have that name as well, seem to have shared this belief when they wrote about the emergence of a cognitive elite, which eventually would have to take the responsibility for the largely irresponsible masses of non-elite people who cannot take care of themselves. So that is left to themselves, the unintelligent would create, as they always have created, a kind of chaos. So, once again, you may use any letter more than once. It is desirable for the same possibilities to be open to everyone. I don't know. That's not really that's not really the case. However, let's just go more. No section of society should have preferential treatment at the expense of another. Preferential treatment at the expense of another. No, people should only gain benefits on the basis of what they actually achieve. Variations in intelligence begin at birth. Yes, we have found, we have G in paragraph G. That means people are born with different levels of intelligence. So that's referring to Hamiltonian. And you're gonna take that. We're gonna highlight it. All right. Now, what else do we have? So, the more intelligent people should be in positions of power. Okay. The more intelligent people should be in positions of power. Is that the case? Because I think that they're saying that it's saying that the more intelligent should keep the less intelligent in line, which means they should be in control, right? The more intelligent people should be in positions of power. But hold on. People are don't born with different levels, and that those who are less intelligent need good offices of the more intelligent to keep them in line. So that means the more intelligent people should be in positions of power. That's not really. They hold the positions of powers like government officials or philosophers, kings. Um, really, the more intelligent people should be in positions of power. All right, because or in platters or philosophers, king. Because mm, I'm not really sure. Let me just put that A. We'll see that. Anything else? Anything else? Everyone can develop the same abilities. Everyone, no, the people of low intelligence are likely to lead uncontrolled lives. I'm sorry for that. I have a I have a flu. So, people of low intelligence are likely to lead uncontrolled lives. Of course, that means the unintelligent would create, as they always have created, a kind of chaos. A kind of chaos means uncontrolled lives. So that's another A. We have triple A's. I've just found. Jeffersonian view is that people should have equal opportunities. People should have equal opportunities. So we found somewhere the equal opportunities. It is desirable for the same possibilities to be open to everyone. Is that the case? It was I'm not. I don't know. Is that so? The Jeffersonian's view is that people should have equal opportunities. So like, equal opportunities. Same means equal. Possibilities means opportunities. I don't know. I think it's be. That's pretty much that's really suitable here. And moreover, but they do not necessarily avail themselves equally of these opportunities and are not necessarily equally rewarded for their accomplishments. Okay, people are rewarded for what they accomplish if given equal opportunity. It is saying somehow people should only gain benefits on the basis of what they actually achieve. That's what I believe, right? So, people are rewarded for what they accomplish. That means whatever you do, and whatever you do, in a good way or whatever you do in a proper way, you get rewarded for that. So that means people should only gain benefits. That means people should only get something good only by judging them what they're actually capable of getting. So that's gain benefits. Gain benefits, another word is saying rewarded. So it's like rewarded on the basis of what they actually achieve means what they accomplish. I mean, as I said, it's really heavily paraphrased. Heavily paraphrased. Yeah, that's really not like what not what really want to see. But moreover, low achievers are not rewarded to the same extent as high achievers. In the Jeffersonian view, the goal of education is not to favor or foster an elite, as in the Hamiltonian tradition, but rather to allow children the opportunity to make full use of the skills they have. My views are similar to these. Okay, the Jeffersonian view is that all people are equal, not only as human beings, but in terms of their competencies. Competencies. I'm not sure competencies, whatever it's referring to. So that one person would serve as well as another in government or on a jury or in almost any positions of responsibility. In this view of democracy, people are essentially under substitutable except for specialized skills. Okay, or all of which can be learned. This we do not need or want any institutions that might lead to favoring one group over another. Okay, favoring one group over another. There you go. Favoring one group over another means no section of society have preferential treatment means favoring expense of another means over another. Expense of means expense of, for example, if you are it's expense of means because of. So right. At the expense of means can just because of something happened. You can look at the dictionary for this one. It's a really good phrase. Many people they don't really understand it, and I'm just right now my head is not working honestly to explain what the expense of means. So basically, let me just try to explain that to you. Expense of means, for example, you have a building and the building A. So I'm just gonna take that. If you have a basically a building, so I'm just gonna take that building over here, and it's a house, and the house name is A. So and then you have another house, that is you have a house that is B. So at the expense of means B was built at the expense of A. So that means B was built for build a B building was built um on building A's position. Expense of. So that means expense of this thing was wasted. I mean not wasted, but it's just demolished, shut down, and then the B was built. That's how it works. All right, now, moreover, what do we get? Everyone can develop the same possibilities. The thing is that can develop the same possibilities means that they are all people are equal, not only as human beings, but in terms of their competencies. Their competencies means same abilities. They can develop the same abilities. But that one person would serve as well as another in government or in jury or in almost any positions of responsibility. So that's another C, I would say. So that's C, and that's also a C. All right. Now we have to go to the top and see if we can find. Did we find anything in relation to here? Hold on, guys. I'm really sorry. I just need to remove this particular. Where's the eraser? Oh, there we go. All right. Let me just nicely and smoothly remove this. Great. All right. Now, back again. Um, Information about how non-scientist assumptions about intelligence influence their behavior towards others. A reference to lack of clarity over the definition of intelligence. The point that a implicit researcher's implicit and explicit theories may be very different. Okay. Now let's go more. That's not really easy again because I don't really like reading all the paragraphs. I looked at it in one way. Everyone knows what intelligence is. Look at it in another way. No one does. So that means one part of the group knows what intelligence means, the other group doesn't. In other words, people all have unconscious notions, and that means known as implicit theories. Okay, so implicit theories mean okay, I'm sorry for my fun, guys. Uh, Implicit theories means something that is people are not really capable of thinking, right? So they don't have the ability to think, and that's why you have that answer. So, excuse me, my phone is calling. I will have to shut it down. All right, thank you very much. I'm sorry for the I'm sorry for the interruption. Now, of intelligence, but no one knows for certain what actually it is. There we go. No one knows what actually it is. A reference to lack of clarity over the definition of intelligence. So that's paragraph A. A lack of clarity means a lack of means not enough. So that means no one knows for certain what it actually is. They don't know what intelligent is. So they don't know what intelligence is. But why should we even care what people think intelligence is as opposed to only to valuing whatever it actually is? There are at least four seasons people's conceptions of intelligence matter. So anyway, there you go. We found it. The one good part, at least, is that You don't have the NB. You may use any letter more than once. So first, implicit theories of intelligence drive the way in which people perceive and evaluate their own intelligence and that of others. And that of is a comparison. Okay, that of is a comparison. So that means implicit theories of intelligence drive the way in which people perceive and evaluate their own intelligence and that of others. Implicit theories means people with unconscious ideas lead away how people perceive means they understand and evaluate their own intelligence. That means just to act smart sometimes. To better understand the judgments people make about their own and others' abilities, it is useful to learn about people's implicit theories. Okay, to make a better judgment, they need to know their unconscious notions. For example, parents' implicit theories of their children's language development will determine at what ages they will be willing. So, at what ages they will be willing to make various corrections in their children's speech. More generally, parents' implicit theories of intelligence will determine at what ages they believe their children are ready to perform various cognitive tasks. So, job interviewers will make hiring decisions on the basis of their implicit theories of intelligence. Another good information, people will decide who to be friends with on the basis of such theories. Such theories are referring to the theories that are above that, aforementioned ones. In conclusion, that means in sum means in conclusion. People knowledge about implicit theories of intelligence is important because this knowledge is so often used by people to make judgments in the course of their everyday lives. Um, Information about how non-societies assumptions about intelligence influence their behavior towards others. There we go. We have whoops, paragraph B. I guess we're not going so far. Thank you. Thank God. However, do we have slower language development? Children is likely to prove disappointing to their people. Expectation of what children should get from education are universal. All right. Now, what else? The point that research is implicit and explicit theories may be very different. Second, the implicit theories of scientists and investigators ultimately give rise to their. Again, let me give you an explanation about why non-scientist assumptions. Non-scientist assumptions about intelligence influence their behavior towards others. Influence their behavior towards others means they make to better understand the judgments people make about their own and others' abilities. So that means they perceive it and evaluate others, right? So again, so the author is claiming that what is that called? Uh, non-scientist assumptions are like parents, right? So that's why it's referring to that. So there's like people's behavior towards others means so first, again, implicit theories of intelligence drive the way in which people perceive and evaluate their own intelligence and that of others. So non-scientist refers to normal people, I guess, normal people, and implicit theories refer to assumptions. Uh, that's what I think. So people evaluate the intelligence of other people. Evaluate. What was that called? Evaluate their own intelligence and that of others, and that of others means in comparison to others, over the others, maybe. So because the word that of means in comparison, it's like then, that THAN. Second, the implicit theories of scientists and investigators ultimately give rise to their explicit theories. Thus, it is useful to find out what these implicit theories are. Implicit theories provide a framework, okay, provide a framework that is useful in defining the general scope of a phenomenon, especially a not well understood phenomenon. This implicit theories can suggest what aspects of the phenomenon have been more or less attended to in previous investigations. Okay, we didn't have anything in that. People slow language development children is likely to prove disappointing to their parents. No, we didn't see if we didn't find anything in relation to the language development. But of course, language development like the children's speech and various cognitive tasks. But however, the term prove disappointing here, it's only saying parents are going to make decisions when to do what with their children. But however, in terms of what will the outcome be I mean, supervise their children, what is the outcome is not mentioned. So I'm not going to waste the time. Just going to give it a not given. All right. Moreover, people's expectations of what children should gain from education are universal. Third, implicit theories can be useful when an investigator suspects that existing explicit theories are wrong and or are misleading. Okay, so Implicit theory can be useful when an investigator suspects that okay. If an investigation of implicit theories reveals little correspondence between the extended implicit and explicit theories, the implicit theories may be wrong. So the point that that a researcher's implicit and explicit theories may be very different. So, okay. But the possibility also needs to be taken into account that explicit theories are wrong and in need of correction and supplementation. For example, some implicit theories of intelligence suggest the need for expansion of some of our implicit theories of the construct. When an investigator suspects means the point that researchers make. The point means can be useful when investigators suspects that existence theories are wrong or misleading. If an investigation by researchers, of course, reveals little correspondence between an extent implicit and explicit theories make, the implicit theories may be wrong. So that's paragraph. That's going to be paragraph C. Now let me just where's C? Oh, there you go. Now, okay, C. Now, moreover, finally understanding implicit theories of intelligence can help elucidate developmental and cross-cultural differences. As mentioned earlier, people have expectations for intellectual performance that differ for children at different ages. Okay, let me just take that nicely and slowly. How these expectations differ is in part of a, is in part a function of culture. For example, expectations of children who participate in Western style schooling are almost certain to be different from those of children. So different from those for children who do not participate in such schooling. People's expectation of what children should gain from education are universal. Universal means same, but here it's saying they are certain to be different. So that's a no. There we go, guys. Finally, it's very annoying. It's very annoying, honestly, to do these kinds of passages. But anyway, if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and I will come up with the very prompt response as I usually say at the very end of the video. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you very, very soon.